Is your smartphone making you dumb? I've got a big old hangover, and how important is the type of water you drink?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. Good morning. I am back. Did you miss me terribly? I had every intention of doing my podcast first thing in the morning from my hotel room. I hauled my laptop. I hauled my microphone. I hauled my headphones. I gotta tell you, that stuff takes up a lot of room in my suitcase. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I was emotionally and mentally drained at the end of every day. Was I pumped up? Yes. But I was pumped up to go home and relax, to recharge for the next day. So, honestly, in my life, this is the most work I've done in quite a while. So, my husband told me not to spread myself too thin. So, I took his words of wisdom, and that's what I did. So, I am very sorry if you were counting on my podcast. And here I am, the first Monday after I've met all of these new people, because, of course, I'm going to tell you about the Rise Business Conference that I was at over the weekend. And I've met all of these people, and I told them, yes, that's right. I do a daily podcast on inspiration and positivity posted by 7 a.m. every day. Here it is, 7:02. I'm still recording. Well, I just started recording. So I'm hoping that everybody's sleeping in a little bit today because it's going up a little bit later than it should be. So it is Monday, November 11th, 2019. It is day 60 already of Got to Get on Ellen. Today is Veterans Day, so make sure you thank a veteran today because they are the reason that we have our amazing freedom. I had once said Happy Veterans Day to somebody, and I was quickly schooled that it is not a happy Veterans Day. I said, okay. Well, okay. Thank a veteran today. They are the reason that we are all living this great life. So, of course, I was at the Rise business event over the weekend, and I got myself a good old Rise hangover. Hangover, big time. My mind is running. It's going a million miles a minute. I did give myself today to kind of one last day of slacking off, to kind of get my notes together and figure out my game plan. I do plan on taking a nap as soon as I'm done recording this. I am still exhausted. Some people are calling it a Hollis hangover because it's Rachel and Dave Hollis, and their company is the Hollis Company. So either Rise hangover, Hollis hangover, what have you. But you've got to be very careful when you get back from something like this and you're all pumped up. If I'm a little afraid of kind of giving myself the day just for the fact that it could lead me right back into my old ways of not getting as much done as I should be. Now, I don't want to say I don't get anything done, because I do certainly get my stuff done. I get my blog written. I get my podcast recorded and up. I do my social media. But I do have plenty of time to do a whole lot more. So, but I am going to give myself today. I'm going to go back to bed, take a little nap, get up. This is also my new thing. As soon, well, now that it's really taken a cold turn here, I think my days of bike riding and kayak riding are over, so I'm going to have to start doing cardio at the gym again. It hasn't been as hard to get myself to the gym, just for the fact that, I mean, it's still hard, but it's a little easier for the fact that I've just been doing my strength training, which means I'm only there for like a half hour, 45 minutes. Once I start adding the cardio back in, it's going to be like this 2-hour ordeal. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, I do not want to spend the next 2 hours at the gym. But It's the new me. It's the new life. And we're going to go to the gym. And then as soon as we get back from the gym, we're going to shower, put some makeup on. You know why? Because it makes me feel better. I've taken all these pictures of myself over the weekend, and I've been posting them, and I've gotten so many. And I did get some good angles of myself and such, but I was wearing makeup every day because, I was in a crowd of 6,200 people were at this conference. So I wore makeup every day. I did my hair or made sure my hair looked nice in some way each day, except the last day I just wore a hat. But it made me feel better. And I got a lot of comments on how good my pictures looked, and I'm thinking it's because of the makeup. Now, I don't go anywhere for the most part during the week. So I really stopped putting makeup on. I had stopped putting on makeup the last maybe 6 months of my job anyway, just because I didn't have the time. Yes, the 5-minute sleep was more important to me. But I'm going to come home from the gym. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to do my hair. I'm not going to do my hair every day. It's a lot. It's a lot of hair. Takes a lot of work. I'm going to put makeup on. I'm going to dress appropriately. And that's going to put me in work productive mood. And then I'm going to sit down and do what I need to do for the whole dang day. By the way, I've told you this before. I'm very impressionable with picking up people's speech. Even my husband said it when my sister was here. He was like, you sound just like your sister now. I just start to, kind of take on the way that they speak. So I'm going to sound a little bit like Rachel Hollis for at least the next week or so. I'm going to use dang. I'm going to say y'all. But I say y'all. I've been saying that for a little while. So I'm not going to, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to stop that one because I kind of like it. It's better than use. And, let's make it too proper. You all of you. Let's have a little bit of fun. So now I have lost my train of thought completely. I've been pretty good with trying to stay on track. But, yeah, I've lost it. I've completely lost it. I'm rambling now to try and get back to what my point was, and I lost it completely. So I will move on to my next order of business, which is when we got home. Oh, that's right, the gym. Okay, thank you. So, yes, this is my new purpose. This is my new procedure. This is my new routine. It's going to make me a whole heck of a lot more productive. Moving on. Got to the airport at 4 a.m. along with a couple hundred others. Very small airport, Charleston, South Carolina. And I have to tell you, too, that Charleston was not prepared for the 6,200 of us. It was crazy insane. I mean, the hotel I stayed at was literally right next door to the venue. They have a little boardwalk that you could walk, a path to take to the venue. And they know that they're completely booked, right? You would think that they would realize that something's going on if they're not already aware of it. So the restaurants were insane. You couldn't get in a restaurant. Now, the hotel I was at offered a shuttle to things that were close by. I think it was a 2-mile radius. The second day of the conference, I went to a happy hour. I think that was actually the first day of the conference. I went to a happy hour that was at another hotel, and I took the shuttle over. And as we're pulling in, there's not a parking spot in sight. Not that we needed a parking spot, but the driver had mentioned, he's like, all the hotels are booked. And I'm like, there's a business conference going on with 6,200 people just attending that and whatever else is going on in town. I walk into this hotel that is hosting the Rise Business Networking Happy Hour. There's about 200 people in there and 2 people behind the bar. 2 people serving drinks to 200 people. Oh, my. So, even when we got to the airport at the end, I had to leave on the 3:30 a.m. shuttle to get to my flight that was taking off at 5:15. Now, when we get to the airport is not even open. The inside's open. You can line up at, your airline, or you can line up for baggage drop-off, or you can line up for security. I took all carry-on stuff, so I just went to the security line. But they didn't open the security line. Gosh, what was it, 4:15, 4:30? So then we get through security. None of the restaurants are open. None of the coffee shops are open. Nothing is open. Why let us in the airport? Now, granted, I would rather be back there, but why are you not opening up coffee when the airport is open? Made no sense to me. Then, to make matters worse, I get on the plane. All I want is a coffee. I just want a coffee. Woman comes by. What would you like to drink? I'll have a coffee. There's no hot beverages on this flight. What? Because the coffee urn broke. It broke. There's nothing we can do. I'm so sorry. Would you like a Diet Coke? Oh, my goodness. But then my wonderful husband, my wonderful man, the love of my life, picked me up at the airport with a 20-ounce pumpkin coffee with vanilla creamer. He is the man. This is why I married him. So I get to security. I get to the line, and there's a couple in front of me, and they're younger than me. I'm a morning person. You all know this. I'm chatty. I talk a lot. And I'll talk to anyone as my husband. I'll talk to anybody. So it was early. I get that. But I started rambling a little bit to the people in front of me, and I could kind of just sense they did not want to talk to me. But the way they were looking at me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to shut up now. I'm an early bird, and I just chat. You know what they did? They turned their back on me. They're like, good, shut up. I mean, I am pretty damn delightful, if I don't say so myself. And you know what? Younger couple in front of me, if you do not want to stir in this pot of delightfulness, I feel bad for you because you missed out. You could have had so much knowledge, so much enjoyment, so much entertainment from me, because not only am I delightful, I'm a little hilarious too, if I don't say so myself. I'm just saying. Turned their back on me. Turned their back on me. Did I let it get me down? Nope. I turned to the people behind me, started talking to them. Those poor people. The people in front of me were probably like, ha ha, you got her now. So I did want to mention something that I thought was pretty funny. One more thing about Rise, and then I'll move on. Rachel's very big on drink all the water. Drink half of your body weight in water every day. You weigh 100 pounds, drink 50 ounces of water every day. So she had put up, the big jugs, the big water coolers all over the venue to make sure that everybody got their water. And then they were very good with keeping them stocked, I have to say. But here's the funny thing. When I got in there the first day, there was I went to one of those water coolers, and it was already empty, but they really stepped it up from there. So I just went to the water fountain. A little later on, I came down from my seat. Before the conference even started, there was a line in front of the coolers, the water coolers. 20, 25 people. I mean, and they were all over the venue, so, but like 25 people are standing in line to get water out of the cooler when right next to the cooler is a water fountain. Okay. Now, if I had a choice of the water cooler or the water fountain, yeah, I'm going to go to the water cooler. But I am not going to wait behind 25 other people when I can get the other free water right now. I don't know. That just struck me as so silly. People, we have the safest water in the world. It's a water fountain. It's not going to be as fresh and, all the,